Thank you, Shell. It was day one, as we mentioned, for the penalty phase for convicted killer Gabriel Hall. That verdict on his guilt or innocence came down last week. Now we are moving into the penalty phase. He was found guilty last Friday of killing Edwin Shar Jr. during a home invasion back in 2011. He also attempted to kill Shar's wife, Linda, but she survived. News 3's Rusty Surrett has been at the courthouse all day for opening statements.
The jury in this trial has two options. They could send Gabriel Hall to life in prison with no chance of parole, or he could be sentenced to death. Linda Shar was back in the courtroom today as both the state and the defense gave opening statements to the same jury that found the 22-year-old guilty of capital murder. Today, the state reminded the jury of the very violent attack that unfolded inside the Shar's College Station home almost 4 years ago. The defense started what it promised last week that it would do. They said they'd give an explanation, not an excuse for what happened. We saw several photos from where Gabriel grew up in the Philippines, and attorneys described it as a slum. They say Gabriel was abused not only there, but here in Texas with his adoptive family. They're going to paint a picture of pain, fear, and anger. A troubled teenager who said that he was ready to kill because he was so miserable with his own life here. Coming up at 5, we're going to tell you what witnesses took to the stand today. Also, we're going to talk about how long that this whole process is expected to take. And at 6, we're going to talk more about the allegations of abuse that supposedly took place inside of the adoptive home where Gabriel Hall was staying here in Brazos County. In downtown Bryan, Rusty Surrett, News 3.
Thanks, Rusty. We'll look for those reports at 5, 6, and 10. It is going to be a long few weeks for that jury. Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump is in the Lone Star State today. He's at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a Trump-sized rally. Of course, that rally is not without its protesters, though there are quite a few supporters. Those from the Democratic sides of things are protesting, but also Republicans who don't think Trump is one of them. We go to our News 3 team in Dallas now. Here's Steve Fullhard on the scene.
The last time our friends at the Texas Tribune put out a poll when it came to the Republican race for the presidency in the eyes of Texas voters, it was back in June, and Donald Trump was polling at about 2% and well down in the field. A whole lot has changed in the last 3 months. Donald Trump sits atop the poll nationally with Republican voters and also in the key early primary states of Iowa, New Hampshire, and South Carolina. Texas's primary is not until March, but there's a whole lot of support here in this state, as will be evidenced tonight in the American Airlines Center in Dallas, when maybe 20,000 people will pack this arena that is normally home to the Dallas Mavericks. It's a whole different ballgame, though, when it comes to presidential politics, and Donald Trump will take that stage behind me in order to try to win over these voters and bolster his Texas and national support. Certainly a whole lot of hot-button issues, including the immigration issue that he has really found a footing in and a place in voters' minds. We don't know exactly how many folks in this arena are going to be supporters and how many might be here to maybe make their voices heard on the opposite end, but we'll certainly find out. Again, that event set to start at 6 o'clock. The candidate himself will not talk until well into what should be a fairly lengthy event tonight. We'll, of course, have coverage today here on News 3 with a wrap-up tonight at 10. Reporting from Dallas, I'm Steve Fullhart, News 3.
Thanks, Steve. That American Airlines Center will surely look a little bit different in a few hours. We'll, of course, have more from the team in the field at 5 and 10. The rally itself begins at 6. Speaking of, the 2016 race for the White House has had some unusual and rather unexpected twists. Today, a pair of Republican candidates who have never held an elected office are battling atop those GOP polls. On the Democratic side of things, the new frontrunner in early voting states makes a pitch to unlikely supporters. We've got Craig Boswell in Washington. He has all that campaign action.
This is not a typical Bernie Sanders campaign rally.
Senator Sanders, we made room for a lot of your supporters locally here on the front row, so you've got a fan club here.
The Democratic presidential candidate is seeking support at Liberty University, a conservative Christian institution.
It is harder, but not less important, for us to try and communicate with those who do not agree with us on every issue.
Sanders, the self-described socialist, sought economic common ground from the audience, but he did not have many supporters when it came down to his views on social issues.
I respect your point of view. I hope you'll respect my point of view.
His appearance comes as he is surging in recent polls, now leading Hillary Clinton by 10 points in Iowa and 22 points in New Hampshire. The Democratic candidates have avoided directly attacking one another, but will soon face off in a debate next month. The Republicans go head-to-head this Wednesday in Simi Valley, California.
Ben Carson is a very nice man. He's surging, but he's way behind me. I'm saying, well, what about me? I'm leading. They don't mention that.
One thing that bodes well for Trump, when asked what's important to them, nearly 40% of Republicans in early voting states say business experience. Craig Boswell, CBS News, Washington.
Also worth mentioning, the Club for Growth, a conservative group that has routinely criticized Donald Trump, plans to unveil a major television and campaign in an early presidential primary state on tomorrow. This is right on the heels of asking top Republican donors to give the organization money to fund a multi-million-dollar campaign against that Republican frontrunner. Hey, over on our Facebook page, we're asking, are you getting a flu shot this fall? Why or why not? We're asking because coming up right after the break, we have a doctor in here talking about why you maybe should get a flu shot, especially for some certain groups. So again, you can head over to facebook.com/KBTX Media. You can join that conversation. Leave your comments. We could use them right here on air on First News at 4.